The herding of New Zealand cats, Labour, Green and Māori. These cats are all vying for political position, fighting in-house, backstabbing each other. Obviously they're getting ready for another far-left woke corrupt election. Time to pull the wool over the public's eyes, time for bribes, basically time again for garbage politics. Who are these cats? They are catastrophes on steroids. They are the New Zealand Labour, Green and Māori parties. The Labour Party, failures on steroids. The Green Party, fruitcakes on steroids. The Māori Party, disasters on steroids. This bunch of far-left socialist catastrophes are nothing but wokeness on steroids. The Labour Party, aka the Comrade Hipkins bread and rancid butter party, failing at every corner of society possible. The cost of living is running rampant, so they dish out the usual pre-election handout bribes, disguised as good government. I wonder what happened to good government for the past 5 years or so. Why just good government at election time? What went wrong, Chris? What went wrong, son? Crime is doing very well under Labour. Violence and murders growing daily, just like food and fuel prices. Perhaps if they win the election, Labour can get some more criminals out of prison early, get the crime rate up even more for a happy, thriving society. The police could even wait at the prison gates to hand out new shoes to the ex-inmates so the criminals won't hurt their feet on broken glass from ram raids smashing retail store windows. What about the racist apartheid policy failures of co-governance? Perhaps best to keep quiet about these, Chris. Sweep it under the carpet. Fingers crossed the gullible public will be sidetracked by the handout bribes, then kick society in the guts if you win the election. Just call apartheid policies as sharing. You'll fool most of them. Here's an idea, Chris. Why not openly discuss what you're going to do about racist co-governance policies before you head off into the election? Good government and all that jazz. How's Labour's friendship with China going? Can't let the Australian nuclear power subs into New Zealand waters, but what about Chinese nuclear powered war submarines loaded with nuclear missiles? Do they need Labour's permission? Or can they just sneak in undetected? The Green Party. Oh dear, still suggesting that climate change is the biggest crisis of our time, forgetting that a nuclear war between China, Labour's friend, and the USA could be just around the corner, if not even closer. Maybe that's potentially a much bigger crisis for our time to worry about first. The Green Party, so angry with Labour over climate change, they forget to mention moving houses and infrastructure out of the hazard zones like flooding, land instability and erosion, but instead concentrate on trying to improve the weather by reducing emissions in New Zealand, as if that would stop a tropical cyclone clobbering the country. No wonder the Green Party want to lower the voting age. Suck plenty of young, naive students into fruitcake land. Hope they will believe the Green stories. Finally, can't finish without a word on the Te Pāti Māori Party. Personally, I think they are just a waste of taxpayers' money. Maybe we should take a leaf out of their book though, and perhaps just this time we'll blame climate change on the Māori god of the weather, in which case get ready to send your weather storm damage claims to the Waitangi Tribunal. Thank you for listening. WhangareiTim.